All right, so I'm Shane Mumford, and for those of you that don't know, this is Josh Kennedy. We're set up here in the media department. I've been lucky enough to be the one to ask Josh all your questions that you've sent in. So we'll start with Julie's written in, "Hi Josh, I hear you live with the mummy. Do you share jobs to do around the house?"
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier, Shane, and you claim that you did them all, and I probably tend to agree on the last instance, but I think that we it evens out over the last 6 months. I think we've shared the duties. Would you agree?
Yeah, no, you're probably a lot better than the other guys I was living with last year that were a little bit messy around the house.
I'll say that. It's pretty easy to clean though, because our apartment's not much bigger than this office.
Yeah, it is pretty cosy. Nancy's written in, "When are we going to see more entries in the JPK files, and will they be funnier than the Richards report?"
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Just something you've canned the JPK files now?
I haven't canned it. Who knows? I'm open to future input, but at the
just
moment,
looking for a few fresh ideas.
Yeah.
Next question. Grace has written in, "Hi Josh, in light of the Lions' recent improved performance since Jonathan Brown's comeback, will the Swans' game plan be adjusted to neutralise Jonathan's influence?"
I think he'll take up a fair bit of consideration in the game plan meeting on Thursday, no doubt. Whether Reg gets the job or Teddy or LRT goes back, I'm not sure, but he's obviously a really important player, and we'll have to lock him down if we are a chance to win. But I think we can do that and keep improving on our last couple of weeks, which have been a little bit disappointing, and hopefully get another win.
Sharon, "Hi Josh, some other players have had trouble adjusting to life/footy in Sydney, away from families and the opportunities in Melbourne. How have you found the change, and can we convince you to be a Swan for life?"
Yeah, I've found it pretty seamless transition from Melbourne, leaving the family and first time living out of home, which was a bit different. But I also love getting back to Melbourne when I can and seeing everyone down there. But the culture up here has meant that I've been able to really fit in and feel like I'm a part of the team and belong. And now living with you, mate, we find a fair bit to do around Coogee, whether that's just cruising down the beach or a couple of lattes in Bondi, I'm not sure, but it's certainly plenty of things to do to fill in your spare time.
Yep. Kelly's asked who the biggest pest around the club is, but I think you probably no need to answer that because I think I'll take the honours there anyway. Sarah would like to know, do you or any of the other guys have any weird pre-game rituals?
I don't really. I try and stay pretty relaxed, not get too stressed. I think a lot of the guys are the same. I know a few guys have got some pretty weird tendency. Ben McGlynn actually dyes his sideburns because he's got dark hair and a red beard. So in order to keep that consistency through his sideburns, he has to dye the bottom half of his sideburns brown. But other than that, I'm not really sure.
Michael would like to know who's the biggest coach's pet, or the more of a suck than anything.
You'd be up there, Shane, as the coach's pet, no doubt. Probably not as a suck, though. Have to give it to...
Probably Dan Hanbury, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Hannah's always just talking for the sake of it, so he gets heard.
He does like the sound of his own voice, that bloke.
Yeah, too much. But no, I think... no, I'd give it to you, mate, as a coach's pet.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Zav has written in, "Hi Josh, having so many old Xavier boys up in the club, did it make the transition to Sydney easier? And is there some ribbing behind the scenes with Ryan O'Keefe and those sorts of blokes who played APS footy?"
Yeah, well, there are 5 of us now, myself, Teddy, Hannah's, Alex Johnson and Matt Spanger. So we got a bit of a connection there. Tight-knit group, and much to the displeasure, although he keeps it pretty under wraps, but every now and then he'll give us a bit of a jab of the likes of Ryan O'Keefe and Nick Smith, who are from St Kevin's and Scotch. But coming up here was made a bit easier in that caught up with Hannah's a couple of times during the trade week, and obviously Teddy up here handed me my seat. And if some of you don't know, we have our allocated, or not allocated, but we've got our own seats that we sit in every time we have a meeting up at level 2, and he gave me a spot to sit in, which was good when I first got up here. So we stick together, and I think it'll remain that way.
All right, so I think that'll do us there, Josh. You've answered all the questions that have been sent in.
Yep.
Is there anything you'd like to say back to the fans?
Just thanks for the questions. They're great. Obviously didn't get to answer them all, but I have read them all, and they're all pretty good, apart from some which I think have come from a few of the playing group. Thank you. Thanks for the support. Hopefully we can get a win on the weekend. And to my auntie, if you're watching, me and Shane are coming around for dinner tonight, so hopefully a 3-course meal's ready to go, which I'm sure it always is.